Good evening, everybody. I wanted to do one of those things, I guess, where we kind of talk about the year 2016 and 2017 for many obvious reasons. It goes without saying that 2016 for me was an absolutely incredible year, and it didn't really hit me until about August when I kind of realized I've been doing all of this. It had been like the 5-year marker for me on Twitch. I made my account on August 2011, or at least that's when I started streaming. And fuck, it's been a ride. A lot of you have joined us in the last year or two, I would say. The vast majority of you that follow my content, watch me on Twitch, and I guess some of you that watch me on YouTube. But things were very different a long time ago. When I got into all of this, I was in school. I was working 2 jobs. I was doing computer tech support, and I was on an eco rep program, like a campus sustainability gig at Penn State. And I was trying to squeeze in streaming alongside doing studies and, dealing with, oh boy, coming out of, a pretty rough spot. I mean, for those of you guys that have been around a while, you guys know things were never very easy for me, and I feel so blessed that I do what I do for a living. 2016 was no short thing other than amazing. It went as well as it could have possibly gone. I think it was during Home Story Cup in December of 2015. We had a huge growth, and it was right after the launch of Legacy of the Void, and 2016 came along. We did a lot of events, DreamHack Leipzig, IEM Katowice, and I started to notice a couple of things. Obviously, having reached this 5 years point of playing StarCraft on stream, all of the things that we've gone through from the 2012 IPL caster competition that I was still averaging maybe 50 viewers when that thing rolled around, for those of you that were there. Getting denied, losing, to staying up till 3 a.m. to commentate Pro League matches in my dad's 600 square foot apartment that my brother also lived in. It's just, it takes a bit of a toll, right? But it's just been an amazing journey. And 2016 was the first year, or as good as things were, I feel like we got a little bitter. I've been working at this a long time. I really care about everything I do. If you guys, this is the only video I think I've made where I didn't worry about the camera shit at all. I was like, okay, whatever. Could have put a US flag behind me, but I don't want you to laugh too much. You get enough of that if you watch live anyway. But I put so much of my time. You can just ask Julie, because if I'm not streaming, I'm talking her head off about some marginal thing I can do to make my stream look better, or play a little better, or find a better way to engage viewers. 2016 was the first year where it really dug into me. I think last year, I guess last year is 2016 now. In 2015, we were still a bit more of like here and there. I had a little bit of burnout from crazy streaming, but there were a lot of other things going on in my life that were just stressful. Moving was a stressful thing. Trying to figure out what was going to go on with WCS and all that. But 2016, I felt like this has been a year where I really wanted to try to do some more things that actually make me happy. And going into 2017, that's going to be a big thing for me. So I guess the real thing that we're getting to is 2017 for me is going to be a whole lot of streaming. I've already turned down 2 events. To set the record straight, I was asked to commentate at Intel Extreme Masters in Gyeonggi in December. I chose to focus on my stream instead. My numbers have been growing again since the large patch. I think I've been the most, if not maybe second. I'm not sure who streams more consistently than me. I know Winter and Avalo stream a ton, but I don't know how many days off they take. 'Cause I'm usually busy streaming, but we've had some massive growth, some massive success, and I have reached a point where if I want to live the life that I want, where I can support my family, who things still aren't that great for back east, and if I want to build something for myself that I can be proud of, that I can own, and know that whether I succeed or whether I fail is entirely on me, I have to keep the focus on the things that I can control. So for 2017, I'm going to keep this trek up. I want to work on my content. I want to do projects where I can have input, whether it is as an analyst at an event or a host, interviewing, or just streaming, being on maybe shows, that sort of thing. But I find working the big professional events to be, at least for StarCraft for me right now, a bit of a dead end. And while there's, as you guys know, WCS guaranteed now up through 2018, it just hasn't rung the same way for me that it did before. I don't enjoy it as much as I enjoy playing this game and communicating with you, my audience, you guys. If I do well, if I play well, if I'm funny, if I work hard and I'm consistent with my schedule, this 2016 is the best year for me. Career-wise, as far as anything goes for my future, it was the best year of my life. I think average for 2015 was maybe 250 to 300 subscribers on Twitch. 2015 at the end, we were at something like 650, 700. And the average for 2016 ended up being about 500 to 600 subscribers. So over double what I had last year. And obviously we've had that massive spike in November that you don't plan on it lasting forever. But you know, the proof is in the pudding that when I put the time in there, I feel like I'm really getting something out of it. And for event commentary and event work, with the lack of tournament investment in StarCraft and the preferential treatment that certain talent get over others, I don't feel that putting in a tremendous amount of time or effort into covering esport events for StarCraft right now has any room for me to improve my situation. I don't want anything handed to me. I don't want things to be made easy. If I do something bad, if I slip up, you know, that's why I like StarCraft, right? It's all on me. It's a very fun, enjoyable part of it, and I treat life the same way. I have a saying when it comes to all this stuff, you know, if you come into my stream or if you watch my YouTube or something like that, the one thing that'll never turn you away is going to be, you know, my audio quality. You're not going to come in and be like, I can't listen, I can't watch, you know. If you don't like what I do, if you don't like me, it's going to be because of me. And that's the best way for it to be, right? And I don't always feel that way in the professional aspect. I don't feel like it's always about, you know, working as hard as I can and getting where I want to be. So the focus for 2017 is going to be a lot on the streaming, and I've found that playing StarCraft and other games has probably been the best thing I've done for my mood. There are many of my viewers, obviously, that will only watch me play StarCraft. It makes sense financially for me to keep doing it. I do enjoy the game. However, those who do not care for other content still reap the benefits of me being able to enjoy myself and kind of experience the joy of streaming again, which is exploring new things, discovering things, and having fun, you know, with a group of people, watching, experiencing it all with you guys. So I guess the real purpose of this video is to just try to help get out how I feel about everything, in terms of where I want to go, what I want to do, And I don't like to speak about goals in detail. I'd rather, I'm a results-oriented person. I'm not a goal-driven person. If I don't get something done, there's no excuse that's valid. And if you lose a game online that has no significance, no one has ever come and broken my legs over losing a StarCraft game and saying Hydra Zermba or something stupid like that. So I know there are some people that would gladly use that as an example, but I like to think I'm a very driven person in life when it comes to this sort of stuff. So this one is out there for a lot of people that don't catch up with me too often on my stream. Those of you who follow a bit of my content but aren't always sure what's going on or what I'm up to. And maybe for those of you who are just worried, if you've tuned into my stream, it's the best one right now in StarCraft, period. I'm doing the craziest shit that no one's doing. And if you don't like what I do, that is totally fine. There are a lot of really good people streaming these days, especially since the dissolution of Kespa. But the most important thing is that I'm having fun. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I love what I'm doing, and I'm going to focus on that, and that is streaming for 2017. I will say no to more events. My goal is to stream and work in America. So you may not see me at StarCraft events outside the US this year. You may not see me only doing StarCraft events if there are streamer initiatives going on. The big rainbow with the pot of gold is going to be being able to just play whatever I want and enjoy my life. And I understand that things will probably get rough the more I do that. There'll be a very long period of time where things won't be as good as if I had just stuck with StarCraft. But I think if I can have a dream job like this and I'm in a position where financially I can afford to take a hit, I can afford to lose a pretty reasonable amount of my income right now to do things that make what I do more fun, and I'm willing to do that, then I should. Because what's the point in doing this until, having people repeat dead game at you for so long that you don't enjoy it anymore? What's the point of doing it to that degree, right? If spending 60% instead of 100% of my time doing one thing makes the whole 100% twice as enjoyable as it was before, then I think that that's the right path for me. This last year was full of people telling me that everything I cared about was going to go crashing down in flames, that my game was dead, my tournament scene was dead, and now I know it's all still going to be there. I know there are a lot of great things coming for StarCraft next year, and I'm ready to take things further towards where I want them to be. I want to be a lot less bitter. I've never thought of myself as that type of person. I'm a sarcastic asshole, to be clear. But I've never enjoyed this feeling I get at some events or when I talk to some people in the industry. Is a very strange, toxic air around some of the conversations you would have with people when you talk about games. So that's it. I don't know how long this has been going on, but I just wanted to get it out there. This is about as real as it gets for me. I didn't want to sugarcoat. I did consider making another big leap at StarCraft for 2017, but I found out about the WCS announcement at the same time that all of you did, and frankly speaking, it would be a pretty silly investment of my time to only focus on one project when there are artificial boundaries in place that really prevent me from being able to do what I want to do, which is work hard and be rewarded for the time and effort that I put in. I don't want anything for free. I don't want any hand-me-downs. I want to earn each and every single person's respect that comes into my channel and supports me, whether it's financially, whether it's emotionally, whatever that means. And I want to, before I end this, of course, the biggest thank you ever to the people that have been supporting me. There are some names I see in my chat from 2011 when I was asking for donations to buy ramen. because I had to pay I couldn't afford my $400 a month rent at college. It was the good times. And there are some people that have stuck with me for so long, and I've given a lot of people reasons to think I'm a complete dick. And I'm human. I don't know how some people do it, but you'd think this is the easiest job in the world until you do it for long enough that some of the simple things can get on your nerves a little bit. But I hope you guys all had a great holiday, and I just want you guys to know that if you took the time to watch this especially, feel free to just give me a tweet. Let me know what you think. And I know a lot of people have been telling me and will tell me that I'm going to fail, that I'm going to lose out on a lot of money, and that I'm going to end up regretting all of this. And there is nothing that makes me feel better about knowing that doing what I feel is right is going to be good. And people telling you that's going to be tough. Taking the easy path, man. If this was easy, everybody would do it, right? So I'm going to fight for what I want. I'm going to work as hard as I can. And I ask you guys to join me on my journey next year as the workaholic streamer who loves to play StarCraft and build battle cruisers, but also wants to do other cool shit too. Just make it like a Zoolander spinoff. I'll see you guys in 2017. I mean, we're already here, but, you know, it's like throughout the rest of the year. Thanks.